Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. Thank you so much for all the awesome comments. Let me pause the game and quickly run through a few of them. Yes, excellent. So someone has mentioned that we did in fact not finish off this building over here. So first things first, let's quickly fix that and make sure that that is in fact now connected. There's still some stuff that I haven't done over here, of course. The other one from Dr. On Board was that we should just hire more of these administrators. We've got more administrators available, and I think that's an excellent idea as well. So I'll pop into that in just a minute. And there's some comments around that we will need to hook up properly the whatever stand we put in here if we wanted to make it a standby gate. And then we will need to have it as a remote gate or if we wanted to use it. But anyway, we'll get into that in this episode. So thank you so much for those comments. Please keep them coming. That's probably the best way of you supporting me if you enjoy my content is by commenting on the video. Oh, and subscribing, of course, if you haven't done so already. Okay, so getting into this, let's quickly see. Oh, yes, the administrator thing. So let's go in here. Before we do that, what is our finances actually looking like? Are we in the process of actually making money or are we not? And let me just look at our flight schedule just for a minute here. Seems to be not a lot going on there. Pretty busy, but not quite busy enough. And so I do think maybe what we can do is add one extra contract just to make sure that we're not leaving money on the table. And there's probably plenty of other pieces where we are leaving money on the table. Offered contracts, airlines, please. Let's go with Strada Regional. I do like the idea of something like Strada Regional. Or I can never remember what these things. Let's get something that's a little bit more upmarket. Let's go with Tulip Airlines. Tulip 3, 4 Allure. Let's go with Allure. There we go. Allure is signed. Awesome. Now, do we have contracts that can be renegotiated? Not quite yet. So Allure and Trinity are both the 3-star ratings, and there's a few others over there. If there's over here, we can renegotiate that one, but not quite a big deal. Let's have a quick look at fees just for a minute here as well. Medium aircraft, we're not actually charging any more than we, and to be honest, at the medium aircraft level, maybe we can pop it up. Actually, let's go with something like that for medium aircraft. I think that's going to be good. Hangar repair is a pretty pricey component. I do almost wonder whether you can make it up. You can add it a little bit more here. Let's do something like that on hangar repair. Vending machine markup. All good, all good. Passenger handling. Now, avgas, I don't mind. Jet A1 fuel. I think we're going to just leave that as is. These things, let's just leave those as is. We don't have any parking. But what I was wondering, baggage handling costs something. But I was wondering is if we can maybe up our passenger numbers over there, because that will translate into more money fairly easily. Baggage handling less so, I think. So we could potentially squeeze that up a little bit because we're running more bags through as well. Ooh, that's maybe a little bit too much. So let's just go to $12 or something like that. Okay, and then vending machine markup, I don't think we're going to do any of those. Now, what we also wanted to do is then, in fact, hire some more staff, but I don't know if we've got enough staff rooms for them, but probably should be. Now, how many staff overview administrators? Administrators. How many do we have? We've got 15. So we need to double our administrators. Maybe we won't double it, but we'll at least can't hire. I almost hired an additional CEO, administrators. So I'll hire a couple, reject a lot of them, and we'll continuously come back. But now we've also figured out that we actually need to spend more here. So supplier discount, was one of these still actually, or we should have put it into this, I don't know. Reduce project time, passenger satisfaction, and staff productivity boost, and then marketing. So marketing does what exactly? 5% increase in passenger spending at food and shop franchises also attracts visitors to the airport. That's quite interesting. Increase staff skill by 8%. I think we're going to put it in here. Supplier discount. That's definitely something. It's 100% efficient at this point in time. We've got a current 10% reduction, but we can certainly add more to them, right? And union relations. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but anyway, marketing, this is all good. So we can just add more to all of these things, to be honest. Salary cost reduction. I think that's the other big one. The repair cost was not so high. Let's just go back and have a look at what the repair costs were. Operations, repairs, operating contractors. What was staff salary? So repairs and salaries are fairly similar. And to be honest, repairs can at times go pretty high. Pretty high. So it's going to go towards repairs then. Okay, and we'll hire more people over time. So we'll keep that going. Okay, let's unpause the game and we'll keep speeding it up and running through. Now, I think we've kind of noticed that the icing is not going to be a thing here. So if we remove that and the planning here and all of this, and then I think what I want to do is put another stand in here for standby. And of course, in order to do a stand for standby, we will need to provide, well, look at this staff room fully utilized over here. We will need to go into a bit of a, what do they call it? Remote stand type operation here. So within the airport itself, what do we just make it a gate basically. But over here, it will be a bus stop. No, it's not over here. It's over here, I think. There we go. So an airside shuttle. Okay. Now, how many can we actually squeeze in here? We can. Let's go into planning mode. Okay, let's go into planning mode. And we go into the airside shuttle bus. If we slot in 1, 2, could almost squeeze 3 of them in here. Could almost squeeze 3 of them. And I'm kind of wondering whether we go about doing it. I think let's do that. Let's what I'm going to do is I'm going to, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So really, we just have to trim that one a little bit over there and put our new gate, our new fence in there. No, that's not actually what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put the fence in here. Not that one, this one. And we would like to put the fence in. Like so and like so. And then we can also delete this piece of fence over here. And now, go back into this kind of planning operation. I believe we should be able to. Oh, you know what? We can't possibly do that because we will need to put some of these in here. Are there alternative solutions for us to potentially squeeze them somewhere in here? It's a bathroom. Oh yeah, that was the. We still need to clean some of that up. We could squeeze. We could do something here. Might be a little bit too extreme. So let's, for the moment, just do that. We can add an extra one there. It's not the end of the world. Now, with this in mind, we will need to provide some better access here. So let's grab ourselves. It's airport, it's gates, right? There we go. We're looking for boarding desks, and I think for these, we'll go with kind of standard operation here. Now, what we will need to bear in mind, if we go upstairs, I'm kind of tempted to can we, now, the question for me is, can we do the boarding desk upstairs, like somewhere here or there, and then have people go down and into that location? Because it's a little, if we remove this exit channel through here, then that area will actually be all good. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear out that exit channel. I'm pausing the game because I'm, doing some stuff here. And I'm going to add a wall right here. Okay, and now what we'll do is we'll add our remote gates in this general location with some seating and stuff. I think that'll work actually quite well. So let's get our gates in place. And I'm going to go with these gates. Well, potentially we shouldn't do that. Let's just go with it makes more sense to me to have these. If it's a standby gate, probably makes a little bit more sense for us to deal with it in this kind of way. But I also want to make sure that we maintain sufficient kind of area here. So I think, yeah, let's do this. I'm quite comfortable for us to do this, right? So if we do that, have to be like there and there. Yeah, I don't actually mind that too much. And then we can have some seating in this location here. Alternatively, we could just do these guys. They'll ultimately save us a little bit more room here, right? Or have it more effective and cost us less in terms of actual staff. So if we do, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so if we do that, I kind of like that idea. And then what we'll do is we'll get some doors going. Now, in order for you to get onto the bus, probably the bigger door is better. Bigger door there. You to get onto the bus. There we go. There we go. What I will do is get rid of that little plant there. So that's at least the setup as we see it. We also need a bit of a door right over here for the staff. Okay, grab me a little door here for the staff to make their way out to that spot there. So now that should all be connected. Let's just make sure that our secure zone did in fact tie through there. Yeah, it did. So now we've got those, but what we will obviously still need to do is build them. So let's just do that. Now, I'm hoping this isn't going to get too crazy busy, but that should now work. What we want to do is get this connected. Over there and over there, all good. There's no stand associated with any of these things just yet. But this is effectively what I'm going to try and do, allow for some form of remote stands. Maybe more so they will become the standby sites. And of course, what we'll also need to do is get some vehicles and get some seats. So let's grab a couple of these big guys here. I think I'll do a little bit of this. Yeah, I think that's quite appropriate. And what we'll do is we'll just add... actually, we could even do one like so. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. This is the standby area. It's going to be all good. So you don't exit that way anymore. You exit through this side. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. We need a couple of vehicles. So let's go and procure ourselves just what we need to purchase vehicles. So I think for the time being, let's just get one of each of these ones. So one airside shuttle and one service car. And that should really do the trick for the time being. Now, that means we can now think about getting that last stand in there, or that last stand. We'll just go with a medium stand asphalt. And the interesting thing to me now is we could even do two of them if we do it on here. I'm not opposed to it, to be honest. We did want to move them a little bit further away. So I think that in that spot is probably about right. So if we do these, if we do that, and I didn't... okay, so what we can now do is trim this back a little bit. We can get ourselves a little bit of a road. So we can use one and we can make one standby. That setup is actually quite cool. I like that. I like that. That's quite useful in this space. Not one-way roads. I would rather like us to do a little bit of this. 5 like so. So they will be looping around and coming in here, but they will probably be our last preference. Okay. That's a little... It's quite interesting how I've gone with that. We'll get that nice and centered. Same over here. Probably don't need it to be as wide, right? If we do that and we do that, yeah, that's the right way of doing it. Okay, give me that back. That should get the medium flights in there. Now, what I would like to do is this needs to then connect to that baggage bay over there. We won't be doing anything else though. This one I will connect to this baggage bay over here. Sorry. What? Why is that too many connected stands? Interesting. Really, really interesting. So that can't connect to this baggage bay, which that's a new feature. That has to be a new feature. Now from here, I believe what we'll be doing is we'll be connecting to this remote stand. No. Come on. There we go. And over there. And over there. And then we can actually open it up. So what is this going to be? This is A6, A7, A8, and then this will be A9R. And did that take? Yeah, A9R, and this will be A10R. And we will need to, that's an interesting naming, A10R. I think something like that is probably about right. I do find it quite interesting that we can't actually connect this one up. But anyway, what we'll do for now is we will open that one up for business. Oh, service car stop is not connected. Interesting. Connect to service car stop over there, please. Thank you so much. Now you should be able to open up, right? Everything is all good. So let's open you up. Let's go in here. Oh, something is happening. What's wrong? FA225 is ready to deboard its passengers, but there's no stair track on the stand. Which stand are we on? A8. What is going... Oh, this thing has turned into a... Oh my goodness. This is not... What is this button? Dismiss aircraft. No. This is not supposed to be... This is not supposed to be... oh, crap. Oh, jeez. That's a crazy one. Clear the airside. Oh, my good. Okay, fine. Dismiss that aircraft, please. This whole thing. And then close it. Oh. Okay. Now close it. Okay, hang on. Pause it now and see if we can't. Aha, there we go. Okay, this was the plan. Needed to do this. It's not a remote stand, guys. It's not a remote stand. How do I not make this a remote stand anymore? It was a simple error. Oh, hang on. Just clear that. That is awkward. That is awkward to say the least. Oh, what? What has happened here? Where's my... Wow. I have no idea how to fix this. I honestly don't know how to not make this a remote stand anymore. I by mistake clicked this thing while something was hovering over it here, and now it's a remote stand and I have no idea how to change it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, what we'll do is A8 has flights coming in, and all I will do is say, how do I change that? Okay, well, go out of there. I have no idea how we're going to do that. But anyway, so what I'll do is I will... Oh, that one's coming in. Oh, crap. Anyway, I'm just going to cancel that. No problem. And then everything else we've got, I'll just reschedule it. Yep, there we go. We've moved it on. I'll just flip them over this way. I really don't mind too much. I know this is managed by the auto scheduler. There we go. That's all good. And Monday, again, just reschedule them to the other stand. I'm hoping this is the last day of it, or am I going to have multiple days of moving flights one by one? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, for some allure flights. This is the new contract, of course. Wednesday, geez, even more. Let's move them. Just move them over to that one. Excellent. And Thursday and Friday. Okay, so now that's fine. So all we'll need to do is let's continue to run this. But this is absolutely crazy. That now I've got this thing here. We don't have a stair truck. Of course, well, we can get a stair truck. So we could have sorted that out, actually. We will need a stair truck anyway. So let's just get a stair truck. I believe just that should do. Oh, that was the piece on the remote stand. Now the final step is for us to have completely our airport involves building a large runway and doing some other stuff. But anyway, we're kind of out of that at the moment. This is quite an interesting one for me in the sense that this one doesn't have baggage connection. And I do wonder, so this is basically saying too many baggage connections anyway. That is quite interesting. How's our money looking? Not too bad. Did we... Yeah, these things are still costing us a fair bit though. Do you want to delay? Yeah, let's just do it. Just delay it a little bit. Let's go back into this. This is all up and running. So I would like to add a few more staff members in the administrator category. So let's reject. Well, that's probably the last time I'm going to do that. There we go. Operations, R&D. Pop them in there. Excellent. So now we still need 2 more in this space. What's going on with our flights? I think that's all done. No further delays. Thank you. Now we'll close that. Thank you. And I have no idea how come that is super weird. It just reconnects by itself. So what I think I'm doing is I think I'll have to demolish this thing because it just generally doesn't want to work. Okay, well, let's just get rid of it then. Okay, hang on. Pause the game so we see what's going on. Mayday, GIA flight. White class is experiencing a bird strike and requires fire truck assistance, refusing firing. Handling it. We should find an available stand for it. Accept it and quickly go here. Oh, so it's emergency. It's GIA. Huh? We don't have catering going on here. Let's not do that. We'll go back and see what's actually happening with some of these things now. Yeah, that's okay. So this one's closed. But what I need to do is I need to actually demolish this. Thank you. Get rid of that, please. There's something wrong with that. Now get all of these things out of our way. Now let's add a new one, of course. That was so weird. Flip that around, pop it in here, upgrade this to include a jetway, and definitely don't do any of the other kind of nonsense here. So let's disconnect that. Disconnect. No. Let's just double check that all of these things are disconnected before we get into this same old little loop again. There. Direct connection. Now this one, direct connection. Now that one is a direct connection and that one is a direct connection. There we go. So now that should work. Package bay over here should be able to function, and now all of that should be fine. This stand will be renamed A8. Oops, A8 as before and ready to go. Okay, nice. So hopefully now things will work. This thing will kind of just, I think, hang out over here. We'll close it so it doesn't, well, it's going to flash at us regardless. So that thing will just hang out there for a little while. Yeah, so we've got some repairs going on there until we potentially get another baggage bay. I'm not going to put another baggage bay in this setup. This setup is nice and tight as it is at the moment. So I'm not going to put another one in there. What I am going to go and have a quick look at is, yes, so now we've got A8. No, so now A9, the remote is full of stuff, and we're not getting that done properly. Yeah, anyway, now we still don't necessarily, no, we're still not necessarily able to handle these things. I just wanted to see how this setup actually works. It's pretty good, actually. It is pretty good, I think. And we are definitely making better use of our targeted area over here. There we go. Remote stand working. Catering is happening. Okay, let's have a quick look. Ooh, our money is not holding as well as I would have liked. Let's have a quick look at our vehicles. Are we a baggage trucks? We probably need another one. Catering truck, we probably need another one. Okay, I think that's okay. Yeah, definitely catering truck and even cabin cleaning. So let's procure a few extra vehicles there. So a few more baggage. Which ones am I doing? I never remember which ones. So let's see. Our baggage trucks are baggage truck with the little roof is what we're using, basically. So with the little roof variety, this one. Let's get ourselves at least like another 2 of them. There we go. They'll be arriving. We will then also grab ourselves 1 more catering truck and 1 more cleaning truck. Yes, I think that should do the trick and equalize those things a little bit more. And we should be moving more passengers through here now. And I think all of this is working quite effectively. If we go downstairs there, yeah, that is in fact working quite nicely. There's a little thing here that seems to be problematic. Okay, look at this. The next step is then definitely for us to bring in our subway. So we go over here, the subway connection, not a world tunnel, not a service tunnel or a public tunnel, but the subway entrance. So in terms of a subway entrance, I was thinking we can do something pretty cool with it over here in this kind of plaza thingy. But what we could also do is we could also align it with those. Do we set it back? Do we bring it forward? Yeah, I think, do we just do one? Yeah, let's just start with the one. I think that's fine. We're just going to start with the one. Then we'll see how further we deal with it. So from there, we would also, of course, need to put a bit of walkway in place there. So now this is connected up. Oh, yeah, there we go. People are arriving via subway. And we can clean this up a little bit more as well. So now I would like to beautify it a little bit. So if we wanted to do like a little bit of a pond arrangement, you know, something like this. Okay, so and then we'll try and keep it fairly natural looking like this, right? And then what we'll do is we'll put some nice features around it. What is that? Oh yeah, at least they look fairly different each time. That's a little awkward though. Something like that over there, and maybe something like this. That should be fine. Actually, let's just remove that one. That one looks weird. And then some trees. Trying to make it look fairly natural around this particular location. I would also then like us to put some of this stuff out here, if we can. They need to go on what exactly? Sidewalk or inside. So what we'll need to do is put a little bit of sidewalk out here. If I do that, if I do this, I believe I can do two of them. So let's just grab maybe a plain one over there, and yeah, we'll do this one on the other side. So something like that. Then I'll put a little bit of this. There we go. Starting to take a little bit of shape. Some natural, some kind of curated, shall we say? Yeah, I think that's going to look fine. Like so. There we go. And we can put some other stuff in there too. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I think at least reasonable looking. How's our money? Money is starting to look a little bit better. Obviously, that subway cost us a lot, and so just the one, I think, by itself is probably good. And that has cleared off a lot of our queues here. So that's good. That means we are kind of keeping pace. How's our monitor going? Yes, monitor is looking pretty good. How's our various things doing here in terms of baggage, pushback trucks, airside shuttle bus, airport police car? Okay, well, let's procure a few more vehicles. We'll grab one more police car and one more airside shuttle bus and pushback. Yeah, let's get another pushback there as well. Okay, that should do the trick. How full is this thing? Still 10 spaces available there. Okay, so that's all good. We're not using this at the moment. We don't have a hangar just yet. And I was kind of wondering whether we do a bit of a hangar kind of setup over here that looks a little bit more natural. So let's grab ourselves the medium hangars. And they are pretty pricey to say the least. Ooh, okay, it needs a form of access though. So I was thinking maybe one hangar over here. Okay, and then the other, something like this. Is this going to work? Let's have a quick look at what our what these things are saying. So if we're saying 5 or medium, and we're doing 5 essentially like that, right? Now we want another hanger. Alternatively, we could almost slot it in like that. Ooh, we could even make it in here. Yeah, maybe we'll leave it as is for the time being with just the one. I think a single hanger is probably all we need. Okay, so that is connected as a bit of a hanger there. Now we just need to make sure that we're actually tying in our little road here. And I was thinking probably up there. Or over here. I think that's even better. So let's grab that piece of service road. We'll run it to cross there, and we'll run it up this way. And I think that's just going to be it. So now at least there's a hanger that's connected as well. And don't quite like that, and I'll replace them with tunnels in the future, I think. Now, how's the money going? Okay, hang on. What's going on here first? Let's just see. Pause the game. Mayday. Strada regional flight. Weight class small is experiencing a fuel warning emergency and requires unspecified assistance, refusing or failing, blah, 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 blah. Landing harsh fines. We should find an available slot. There we go. So at least this is a small one. So we can quite comfortably have it land straight away. Again, we won't have the extra spots available just yet on this one. What I thought we may do, though, is actually... so these are connected there, and then what I'll do is I'll just connect... can't actually connect it this way. So what I will need to do is connect it up like so. It's still closed off, though. Okay, so there we go. So that is now connected up. But it doesn't have... it needs a service car stop. So we'll grab ourselves our service car stop over there. Good. And now it's not got a baggage bay connected. And I don't think we can connect the baggage bay like we've already kind of noticed. So this one says it's got... stand connection. Total maximum 11p, 12p connected stands. Oh, interestingly, we can do an extra small stand. Connected, and it can connect to large stands as well. That is quite interesting. So there is still room for another stand. I will add a little bit more here so these guys work a little bit more. Whoa, look at that. What was that money that just came in? That was an enormous amount of money. Where did that come from? Profit. Other income. Bonuses. Why? Did we get a bonus for handling our flight? That's quite an interesting one. I don't quite know where some of this money comes from. Let's check our email. That might be what it told us. Oh, maybe. Excellent. There's another good one there. Did we get a bonus out of some of these things? I don't quite know. Anyway, back to the emails. Do we get a bonus for this? Not at all. Handling grade of A. Due diligence done well. Okay, so that is in fact working now. So now we've got the remote stands up and running. And I think a little bit more resilience, but can I switch this thing on? It's still going to have any issues with the baggage bay. So for the time being, it's going to have to be switched off. Because the baggage bay is going to remain a problem. We can't selectively say which ones have baggage bay and which ones do not. Okay, well, there we go. I think that is going to call us. That's where we're going to call the episode. So now we've got a hangar. We can accommodate some level of medium flight emergency. What I will, however, still need to do is, can I specify Yeah. Ultimately, I think what I should do is remove the auto planner off of A9 remote and just kind of let it run its course a little bit. Yeah, having a spare slot is just quite a bit of a waste, I think. Quite a bit of a waste. Okay, guys, but anyway, I'm going to leave it there. We have a remote flights running, and I will see you in the next episode. Okay, okay, I'll leave it there. I was thinking about how we're going to work with this package bay thing. But anyway, I'll leave it there. We'll figure that out in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.